Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Catel and welcome to another episode of Basic Nigerian History. In 1851, Abeokuta missionaries convinced Beecroft to bombard Lagos using anti-slavery as a pretext. They deposed the reigning pro-slavery Oba Kosoko and installed the more amenable Egba Royal called Oba Akintoye. Kosoko had been belligerent against missionaries and the British trading activity and didn't really try to stop the illegal slave trade that was happening. He also had an alliance with Dahomey, which threatened the Egba's people's security. The British didn't like this because it meant, instability might happen. The missionaries really liked the Egba people as they were the first to embrace Christianity. Let me give you guys a little secret. The Egba rushed to accept the British in the hopes that they would get exactly this kind of help against their rivals. So in 1852, 1st of January, the Egba king that they put in place, Akintoye, signed a treaty. The treaty between Great Britain and Lagos, which made slavery illegal and meant Britain would provide military protection to Lagos. It also allowed the British to use Lagos as a base for their trade operations. Also, in 1852, in the Calabar area, Duke Ephraim replaced Achibong with the support of John Beecroft. His support was based upon the understanding that the Duke would maintain good relations with the British. Are you noticing a theme yet? Just in case you're not, in 1853, King Pepper of Bonny was deposed at a meeting at the court of Bonny and replaced by Dakpo. King Pepper refused to give up his control of interior markets and fought anyone that challenged his authority, and this greatly annoyed the British. Hence why he was replaced by Dakpo. Dakpo was forced to sign a treaty that crippled Bonny, and it made the Bonny court, which was owned by the British, the supreme judicial authority in Bonny. It also made sure that the king couldn't trade for himself or wage war without approval from the British. In August 1853, back in Lagos, Kosoko tried to take back the throne but failed, and in September of the same year, Akintoye died. His first son, Dosunmu, became the Oba of Lagos. As we know, the British had been wanting to explore the interior of Nigeria for a while, but the uncertainty and the network of Niger rivers and the disease always kept them back. After Hugh Clapperton's servants, Richard Lander, proved that the river Niger flowed all the way into the Hausa land and then back to the sea, the British decided to give their interior exploration another try. In 1854, the British finally led a successful expedition into the interior. Dr. William Balfour Balkie, in conjunction with a church mission under Samuel Ajayi, successfully navigated the rivers and used quinine to battle malaria. The expedition proved that Europeans could survive the interior and led to the establishment of missions at Onitsha and Lokoja. This was good news for the British in respect to more trading opportunities. Around 1855, in the Calabar area, Old Town, which was a weaker neighbor to Duketown and Creektown, sacrificed a number of slaves in one of their rituals. Encouraged by the missionaries, John Beecroft demolished the town by bombardment in retribution. He also made the king sign the same treaty that both Creektown and Duketown had already signed if he wished to rebuild his town. Guys, you should be aware that all of these names, Bonny, Old Town, Duketown, Creektown, are English names given by the British to these places. They're not the places' original names. Also, it would be unfair for me to not mention that there were also disagreements within the British too. For example, around the 1855 area, there was a petition against the missionaries in Nigeria by people in Britain. People like William Macaulay, Richard Bolton, and Henry Freeman felt the missionaries were doing harm to trade opportunities. For example, their opposition to the trade of alcohol, that's blocking them from selling alcohol, and they didn't like that. They believed that the Africans were more likely to convert to Islam rather than Christianity, so the Christian missionaries were just wasting their time. In 1856, Beecroft established another court in Calabar to settle disputes among European merchants and local traders, taking even more power away from the natives and giving it to the British. And by 1857, a Liverpool merchant called Macgregor Laird copied what Balfour did by traveling into the inlands, and in so doing, he opens up the river for trade with the aid of quinine. He established the first steamer business on the Niger River and proved that the interior trade could be profitable if competition was limited. On the 6th of June of 1859, the first CMS grammar school was founded in Lagos by the Church Missionary Society, aka CMS. And by 1860, the Roman Catholic churches also began establishing missions in Nigeria, aiming mainly for the Igbo land. By this time, local rulers were starting to realize that the British couldn't be trusted. An example was the chief of Bonny, who said that he refused a British treaty because they tend to trick local leaders into signing a treaty they didn't understand and then use that same treaty to seize the country. As if to prove his point, on July 30th, 1861, Oba Dosunmu was invited aboard the HMS Prometheus, where Commander Bedingfield and acting British consul William Macaulay explained Britain's intention and the treaty they wanted him to sign by August. Now, at first, Dosunmu resisted and tried to hold on to Lagos' independence, but Bedingfield's threat of violence made him give in. Eventually, Dosunmu himself was exiled, and in 1861, Britain formally annexed Lagos, and it became the first ever British colony of Nigeria. And that's it for this episode. Just a recap of what we learned. We talked about the chronological order of things, all the way up until 1861, when the British formally annexed Lagos. Next episode, what we will discuss? We'll continue in the same path and continue telling you how the British activities down south spread up and how colonization became a full-blown Nigeria thing and not just a Lagos thing. Anyways, stay tuned for the next episode. Much love. That's Catel out.